Well, there is a lot going on out there. You got some watches and warnings.
Yeah, so Calgary does not have a watch, warning, anything in place. But it doesn't mean it's going to be lovely here over the next 24 hours. Let me start off with all the warnings that are in place for many communities. As you can see, much of southern Alberta is under this at this point. So in the far southwest corner, gusts up to 100 kilometers an hour possible. From Kananaskis all the way up through Banff to Lake Louise. 15 centimeters of snow is possible tonight, which is why a snowfall warning is in place there, plus gusts up to 90 kilometers per hour. So that's snow and blowing snow and terrible road conditions, especially along Highway 93. If you go further to the east, mixed precipitation, so a winter storm warning is in place for areas down to Medicine Hat. And then even in the far southeast corner, winter storm and wind warnings because mixed precipitation and 90 kilometer per hour gusts possible. Again, we're not in that, but it's not going to be ideal. Here's your 24-hour forecast brought to you by Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. Family-owned, community-driven. Discover more at Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. And what you can see is temperatures are actually going to be cooling throughout the day tomorrow rather than warming. So by the afternoon, it will feel closer to about minus 13 with the wind chill. Gusts of around 50 kilometers per hour, so a windy day. And we have a small chance of mixed precipitation early in the morning up until about 8 a.m. Ian?
Wiped out. I remember that day. You were here. And you were talking about how rarely you see a system that intense.
Yes.
And it lived up to it. It was something else.
It sure did. That was some large size hail, absolutely. Yeah. Creates a lot of damage. They even were cloud seeding, but it still was a big one.
Because
that was a something system. That was, I've rarely seen anything like that on the radar. So.
And we've got another system coming through of a different sort.
Different sort, not as, you know, record-breaking or alarming, but yeah, it's something. And there are lots of warnings in place across much of southern Alberta, as we talked about. You know, more of your standard winter stuff that we really just have to be prepared for tonight and through tomorrow as well. And then the cold later this week. 3 degrees is the temperature in Calgary, Lethbridge, Pincher Creek, 4 in Milk River. It is mild, absolutely, but check out those temperatures way to the north of us. Minus 10 in Edmonton, minus 22 in Peace River. This will slowly make its way down. We are looking at much colder temperatures later this week, kicking off in many communities as early as Thursday in southern Alberta. But before we get to the cold weather, let's talk about this mild weather and the mixed precipitation and the wind associated with this system that's rolling on in. 89, so nearly 90 kilometers per hour was the max gust so far in Pincher Creek, closer to 70 in Lethbridge, and just above 60 in Medicine Hat. This will intensify as we go through tonight and tomorrow, and 100 kilometer per hour gusts possible here and 90 in towards the southeast corner. So the gusts will pick up, and when you combine that with the mixed precipitation, snowflakes, rain, freezing rain mixed in with that as well, reduced visibility because of the winds and also very slick road conditions. So again, gusts up to 100 kilometers per hour in the far southwest corner. 90 in through Kananaskis up through Banff and over to Lake Louise. Again, this will likely be the worst driving conditions, especially along parts of Highway 93, because this is also combined with 15 centimeters of snow falling just tonight. And then we have wind, mixed precipitation, winter storm warnings in place for areas to the east of Calgary and south of Medicine Hat. Medicine Hat also looking at 90 kilometer per hour gusts with this. So this is an intense system, absolutely. This is a winter system, and we haven't had a ton of winter yet. We're just getting used to driving on the roads with it. This will be something for sure in many communities in the far south. You can see it approaching. Just to give you an indication of all the snowfall for the mountains, again, Highway 93, it will be consistent longer-term snowfall. And then we'll have isolated precipitation move through. Temperatures will actually drop throughout the day tomorrow rather than warm, which is why it's hard to forecast what moisture you'll have where. Plus, this will be isolated for most communities. So some communities will see it, some communities will not. Then it clears out. And then Wednesday night, we will likely get another wave. And then this is what we're looking at for Thursday. Along with this system on Thursday, dropping temperatures significantly. -2 is our high tomorrow. That will be in the morning. In the afternoon with the wind chill, it will feel more like the minus teens. Again, in Calgary, 40 to 50 kilometer per hour gusts and the small chance of precipitation early in the morning. That mixed precipitation up until about 8 a.m. Wednesday night, the snow kicks back in and then temperatures drop. 1 to 3 centimeters possible Wednesday night, Thursday, and then 3 to 5 on Friday. And by Friday, our daytime high will be -18.
Well, you know it had to happen. Eventually, at some point, we'll get down into the -20s. The cold weather arrives. It happens every winter.
Happens every winter, but at least in this case, it waited until, you know, mid-December-ish.
How polite of them.
I think so. Mother Nature.
Whoever they are.
Yeah, you know, you gave us a little bit of snowfall, not bad, festive. But that cold is coming. 3 degrees current temperature, our high was 7. It's mild today, and the normal is -1. I do want to show you the long-range forecast again. Again, there's the small chance of getting that isolated mixed precipitation in the city. Some of it may even include freezing rain. Temperatures will rise while we're sleeping and drop throughout the day tomorrow. So -2 will be the high in the morning, -7 in the afternoon.
It's a pretty mild night in Calgary, but elsewhere, not so much. Let's bring Danielle in now for an update.
You're right. You wouldn't know that so much is going to be and already started going on around us. So Calgary is not under a warning at this point. Neither is Lethbridge, and just to the east of Lethbridge. Everywhere else in southern Alberta is under something at this point. So just to quickly try and sum it up, in the far southwest corner, gusts up to 100 kilometers per hour possible this evening, overnight, and through tomorrow morning. And up to 90 kilometers per hour in Kananaskis area and up. Also a snowfall warning, Banff, K-Country, 15 centimeters just tonight, along with the strong winds, so that's snow and blowing snow and reduced visibility. Heading off to the east, basically east of QE2 and Highway 2, the biggest thing here is the mixed precipitation on the way for tomorrow morning, as well as a quick drop in temperatures, so all of that freezing really fast in the middle of the day out on the roads. And gusts up to 90 kilometers per hour possible south of Medicine Hat. We'll talk more about this coming up. 2 degrees is the temperature. Look how calm it is and quiet it is in Calgary. It's quite nice here, actually. But over these next 24 hours, the key thing you need to know for tomorrow's temperatures will drop throughout the day. There's a small chance of mixed precipitation in the morning, but you're looking at melting in the morning and then quick freezing as temperatures drop in the afternoon. So very slick sidewalks and roads possible. Tara?
All right, let's see what's trending tonight. Hollywood actor Ryan Reynolds recruited a big star, LA Dodgers Freddie Freeman, for his Sick Kids holiday campaign. It didn't go quite as planned.
It's me, Freddie Freeman.
What a loser.
Trust me, man. We know who you are.
You've really got some nerve coming here.
So Freeman is the all-star first baseman for the Dodgers, and he's guest starring in this fundraising commercial. But his role in defeating the Toronto Blue Jays in the World Series this year makes him very unpopular among the Sick Kids patients. They chased him out of there. They threw stuffed animals at him. They hurled insults, but it was all in good fun.
Freddie Freeman seems like a really good guy.
Yeah.
You play along with it really well.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Another guy proud to be Canadian.
Yeah.
Well, it takes some talent to be able to pick up dance moves just by quickly watching someone else do it, but it's possible. At first I thought it was just the bouncing, but no. This is Jackson. He can do all the moves, and it was just by watching someone else do it first. The spinning on the back is what got me, and the legs kicking up in the air. It's like, no, he really is trying.
Jackson's going to win some competitions doing that, I'm telling you, right?
Yeah. That's pretty
good.
impressive.
I know.
Just like the guy on TV.
I know. Well, finally, this chess match left its competitors feeling a little breathless.
I realized that I actually could spend more time underwater. Like it's a moment just taking my time because I could hold my breath. I felt comfortable.
Get a load of this. So this is some of the top chess grandmasters in the world. They're in Cape Town for the Freestyle Chess Grand Slam. But before the main competition, some of them took part in diving chess. So it's chess, except you play it underwater. So, I mean, you can only think for as long as you can hold your breath. That's all you've got to make your move. It was invented back in 2013 as a way to add an extra challenge to the game.
You better know your move,
You
right?
better know.
You're
You don't have too much time to think. Yeah, you run out of breath, you lose your move.
This must be sponsored by Red Bull.
Exactly. Or by oxygen tanks or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Your Skywatch weather camera showing you a really decent evening. I mean, we're getting into the middle of December here. Temperatures are very mild, and yeah, there's snow out there. We do have to worry about what happens over the next few days. That's what we have to talk about. This evening in the city, just in the city, is actually quite calm and quite nice. Right now, temperature 2 in Calgary. We got to a high of 7 earlier today. It's 3 in Lethbridge, 3 in Medicine Hat. This is a look at all the warnings around us. So Calgary is not under any sort of warning, but just to the west, 90-kilometer-per-hour gusts possible tonight through tomorrow. To the far southwest corner, 100-kilometer-per-hour gusts possible tonight and tomorrow. And then the biggest thing east of Highway 2 and QE2, along with the strong winds, mixed precipitation, reduced visibility. Also looking at the fact of a quick freeze tomorrow afternoon as temperatures plummet really fast. Also Banff down through Kananaskis under snowfall warning, 15 centimeters of snow possible just tonight from this, because we're looking at consistent longer term snowfall in the mountains. Looking at that 24-hour forecast, which is brought to you by Action Furnace, fixed right or it's free. Tomorrow in Calgary it will be fairly gusty, 50 kilometers per hour. We have the small chance of getting some isolated mixed precipitation in the morning. One key thing for tomorrow is temperatures will drop throughout the day rather than warm. So all the melting we've been having will freeze out there. And so that will make for some slick road and sidewalk conditions. All right, 7 degrees for Kelowna and Salmon Arm tomorrow, minus 13 for Edmonton with snowfall, mixed precipitation. And for all communities in the far south, we are looking at that mixed precipitation possible in the morning and then clearing out in the afternoon. And as it clears out, temperatures will drop fast. A high of 4 for Lethbridge in the morning and 3 for Medicine Hat. Tara?
Thank you, Glenn. Let's take another peek at the weather because things are changing tomorrow. People need to know about that.
Drastically, yes. Calgary and all of southern Alberta. A little more drastic outside of the city, but in the city, -2 will be our high. That will be in early morning hours, and then -5 in the afternoon. By the time we get to -5, the wind chill will make it feel at least closer to -13, -15. Also gusts around 50 kilometers per hour, morning precipitation, and then flash freezing really as temperatures drop off fast. All right, Wednesday, fairly quiet, and then check out the cooler temperatures, much colder temperatures. Daytime highs in the -teens and overnight lows in the -20s Thursday, Friday, with a decent amount of snowfall by then. All right, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, Alberta's climate. And this one is from Kevin's Whack, Elbow River in the Weasel Head. A nice, I would say this is the nice calm before the storm, right? Where it looks nice, not melted and then frozen with all the extra snow and wind.
Yeah, picture that again tomorrow. Thanks for your company tonight. Have a terrific evening. We'll see you tomorrow.